Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Felicity here, and in this video I'm going to talk about romantic soulmates and soul growth. And I'm going to focus on romantic soulmate because we have different types of soulmates. And what do romantic soulmates have to do with the growth of your soul? I got asked a lot about questions such as, will I meet my soulmate, or will I meet true love? If so, when? And often when I receive this type of questions, and when I do a tarot spread for them, and the universe or the cards always reflect the spiritual issues that the clients need to solve before they meet a soulmate, as if the universe is saying that, what have you done on your spiritual path in order for me to manifest a soulmate to you? Now there's an old saying goes like this: there's no free lunch in this world. And so it makes sense, right, to work hard on our spiritual path in order for the universe to bring a soulmate to us that will have a meaningful, long-lasting relationship with us. And so instead of asking when will you meet a soulmate, or whether you are going to meet a soulmate, it is better to ask the question, what are the steps that I can take in order for the universe to bring a soulmate to us? Okay, we all know that we need to work on our spiritual path in order to get a soulmate, right? And so, what it means by being spiritual? Here, being spiritual doesn't mean you dress certain type of clothing, you eat certain type of food, and you adopt a certain kind of lifestyle, or going to the church, or do some ritual, or do some spells. Do those things mean that you are spiritual? I think that, okay, I'm not telling you to give up your religion. I'm not saying that stop going to church. If you go to church, you continue go to church. But try to switch your focus from praying and asking God or universe to do something for you, to switching from this mentality to getting to know yourself. Okay. If you have the habit of going to church, try to go to church and sit down and be completely present in front of the universe. I'm not sure whether suddenly you feel respectful when you enter the church or enter a temple, and you suddenly feel respectful for yourself and for the connection of your soul and connection to the universe. And so when you are in a church, before you start your prayer, instead of trying to focus on what you want God to do for you, you can just relax and clear your mind. It doesn't mean that you need to do a certain type of meditation. You can just go inside a church, appreciate the surrounding of the church, appreciate the beauty the church gives you. If there's something that draws your attention, pay attention to that. If you like to look at the ceiling, look at the ceiling, or look at the painting of the ceiling, or the statue of Jesus draw your attention, just look at that statue. And then try to focus on your inner voice and try to ask God or ask the universe to send you guidance from above. You know, there's an old saying like, ask and you receive. And a lot of time we interpret it as ask certain things and the universe will provide us certain things without us working on it. And I think that we should turn this sentence into thinking like this. Ask and we will receive the guidance from above. And this guidance will guide us on our spiritual path in order for the universe to bring us to where we should be and where we are meant to be. So, if you ask God to do you a favor, instead of directly bringing you a soulmate, they will bring you someone or bring you a soulmate who can trigger, who can just act as like a kickstart, like a kick-off for your journey, for you to begin your journey of your spiritual path. And so it's very important that when you go to say the prayer, you can switch your mentality and be open to receive the message, the guidance from the universe. And we should avoid thinking that, okay, ask and we will receive a soulmate. Ask and we will receive abundance. And ask, we will receive a soulmate just directly from heaven. No, it's not like this. It's that you ask and you receive guidance from above to lead your spiritual path in order for them to bring you a soulmate when you're walking on your spiritual path. Because we all know that there's no free lunch in this world, right? And if you really want a soulmate, we really should focus on your spiritual path, on what you need to do on your spiritual path in order for you to meet a soulmate. And sometimes they will answer a prayer. They will give you someone or a soulmate to trigger something within you, to help you to get on that journey on your spiritual path. And it's better that you should prepare yourself, because it's like you're feeling like your whole world will be turning upside down, inside and out, feeling the full force of the gravity, because your heart will just drop to your stomach, feeling the full force of the universe, feeling the full gravity of the universe, because they bring someone to shake up your whole world. Your whole reality will be shaken. And sometimes some people will call this the dark night of the soul, but I will call this the earthquake of the soul. You know, sometimes the universe will just shake things up for you, like your whole world will be shaken. And it's like an earthquake. They destroy the certain things, destroy the earth, crack up the land, and they pull down the buildings in order for them to create something new. So this is like an earthquake of your soul, earthquake of your reality. They shake things up. It's not a very pleasant experience. But if you want soulmates, the universe is going to say, okay, this is the way to prepare you for your soulmates. I'm not doing something wrong, but since you're asking for soulmates, we are doing some kind of work for you. And you still complain about it, right? So try to not complain about this, because they're really taking you on your journey to meet your soulmate. And it's not going to be pleasant. But when you are experiencing this, don't complain, because they are answering your prayer, and they are not answering in a very direct way to bring your soulmate and then have a happy life, and you have kids and you have abundance, living happily ever after. No, since there's no free lunch and you have to work really hard for a soulmate. So instead of asking, am I going to meet a soulmate? If so, when? It's better to really start focusing on yourself. If you have religion, go to a church. And when you're going to church, instead of asking for a favor, just sit down really quiet and clear your mind. Try to prevent going to church thinking that I'm so worried, God, I'm so worried of being alone, I'm so worried of dying alone, I'm so worried of not being to find a soulmate. Switch this mentality completely, because God is saying that, universe is saying that it's not about a soulmate, it's about you. It's about your own soul first before you meet your soulmate. And try to go there to stay quiet, to clear your mind without doing meditation. And try to observe your surroundings, because they are sometimes sending some things to you through images, through your surrounding. And then try to listen to what your soul is communicating. And sometimes you feel that you may be imagining things or you are talking to yourself, but it doesn't matter, because they are sending you guidance in this way. Or if you don't have any religion, you can just go to nature or a library, just somewhere really, really quiet, to be present in a quiet place. Observe nature if you are in a nature. Observe, listen to the song from the birds. Listen to the sounds of the leaves that blown by the wind. And listen to the stream or the river. And observe the clouds. Breathe smoothly, breathe the air. Try to feel the air going through your lungs. And then, when you are completely quiet down your mind, and you start keeping this peaceful mind, and then starting to look at the surrounding of yourself, and try to connect yourself to hear the sound, to hear the inner voice, and then you will hear what you can do next, because they are sending you message constantly. They are not going to give up. And try to pay attention to your emotion, and you can really talk to yourself. You feel that, okay, your mind is talking to yourself. And actually, it's the guidance from above. Usually, they will send some encouragement instead of sending you fear. If there's something that you feel fearful, if the message that you receive is trying to make you fearful, then it's not some message from above. Message from above are the message that can make you feel peaceful, and you feel a lot of courage to walk on your path, to follow your dreams. So if you really want to manifest a soulmate, this is the way. It's not an easy way, but this is the work that you have to do in order for them to bring you a soulmate. There's no easy way, because sometimes you always see the glorious side, like a couple separates from each other for 24 years, and then suddenly they reconnect, and then they get married. All we see is the happy moment. All we see is they are crying the happy tears. But not many people will ask what they have done in those 24 years for them to get back together. Of course, they're not going to say that in their wedding ceremony, in this year I'm learning letting go. In that year, I'm learning about forgiveness. In a certain type of year, I'm learning about unconditional love, or self-love, or feeling secure. They're not going to talk about all those things, and that's why it creates some illusion that without them working on the spiritual path, they manifest a soulmate, or they get back with their soulmates. That is an illusion. Seriously, they work very hard for their spirituality, for the universe to bring them back together, or send a soulmate to you. There's no some quick fix on this path, alright? It's not some ritual or spells that can help you, or certain type of clothing or colors that can help you to meet a soulmate. The ritual or the spell that you do is just trying to help you to focus on yourself, to quiet your mind, in order to get in touch with the universe, with the source, in order for you to receive the guidance from above. If you cannot really receive the message, that's when a tarot reading can help you. It doesn't matter, but you can try to connect with the source yourself and try to interpret your message. Sometimes it's also really good to pay attention to your dreams as well. Or if there's some kind of coincidence happening to you, please do not write it off as coincidence only, because as soon as you write it off as coincidence, you are blocking yourself from the guidance from above, and blocking yourself from your connection to your own soul. And so, if you really want a soulmate, try to focus on your inner self, your inner voice, and open to receive the message from above. They are going to tell you what are the next steps to do. If you cannot receive the message, it doesn't matter. That's when a tarot reading can help you. That's why tarot readers can help you. A really responsible tarot reader can help you to send you a message, to channel the message from above to help you. And so there's no free lunch. Try to avoid to ask the universe, okay, you better show me a map, like you better show me at 5 p.m. at a cafe, this soulmate is going to dress certain kind of clothing, and he or she will have typical some kind of physical appearance, physical features for you to recognize him or her. No, it's not like this. The universe is going to say she or he has to learn this, and that. And then after completing the task of this, and that, okay, we'll see if we will manifest a soulmate to her or him, okay? And this is what the universe is saying. Of course, always through the cards, they are saying the lessons of your soul, the lessons that you need to learn on this earth before you meet your soulmate. Sometimes, of course, they may send someone who is a soulmate or who may not be a soulmate, but who will turn your world upside down, inside out, for you to get on that spiritual path, for you to meet a soulmate later on your life who can have a meaningful, long-lasting relationship with you. And so, please ask yourself whether you are ready to take this challenge, because it's not going to be pleasant. It's going to ask you to let go of a lot of things. But once you overcome all the challenges, you feel very peaceful throughout your life. You feel peace in all areas of your life, not just on your romantic life. You feel peaceful in many areas of your life, no matter what the world is turning. whether the world is turning upside down inside or not. You just feel the peace of living once you step on this spiritual path. Alright? So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and maybe it's time to start your journey of spiritual journey, and hopefully universe will bring a soulmate to you after you working on the lesson. I hope that you enjoy this video, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.